What's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing Individuel by Montblanc. Apparently it's a modern classic, so I had to get my hands on it. I got it for around $19.99 at TJ Maxx, which is actually the same price as it is at most fragrance discounters online. So I was like, okay, well, I might as well just get it in person, kind of the OG way. So it scores 4.03 stars on Fragrantica, so that's great. And it was made by Pierre Bourdon. So if you don't know who that is, he's really great perfumer. I'm a big fan of his work. He made things like Green Irish Tweed by Creed, and you probably heard of that one. And then Davidoff Cool Water. He did Davidoff Cool Water for women. He did a bunch of the other ones for Creed, like, Silver Mountain Water, he did that one. He did a ton of great fragrances, some of the Frederic Malle, if I'm saying that right, Frederic Malle fragrances, so some of the more kind of niche stuff. But he also did this one, so we'll see if it's any good. The notes behind this one are, let's see what we got here. Top notes of lavender, cinnamon, pineapple, juniper berries, mint, bergamot, rosemary, cardamom, and coriander, so a lot of notes. And then middle notes of orange blossom, violet, geranium, and jasmine. Okay, so some florals in the middle. And then base notes of raspberry, which is very interesting. So I know right off of the bat, if it's raspberry in the base, raspberry ketones, okay? Remember that, guys. A vanilla, a sandalwood, dark chocolate. Interesting, there's a lot of materials he could use for that. Maybe Choco Van, there's a couple of things. Musk, amber, patchouli, vetiver, and oak moss. So yeah, kind of an interesting mix. Hopefully he pulls it off. I don't know. Raspberry ketones are pretty hard to use, but when you do them right, they're really nice. It's just sort of jammy raspberry, so we'll see. We'll see what he does with it. Okay, so I always like the Montblanc containers. The presentation of them are always pretty nice. It's got sort of a silver container. There's no really there is a little bit of embossing on the front. Montblanc, it says Individuel right there. Okay, so here's the container. Very sleek, modern design. A little shiny. Oh, it is metal. Okay, so the cap is metal, and then this other kind of rim on the bottle is metal. Nice glass. It's well put together. This one is 50 mil, okay, so it's 20 bucks for 50 mils. All right, yeah, it says Individuel, the straw, whatever, I don't know why I can't remember the word for that, but it goes off to the side, so it doesn't go down in the middle. And you guys know I like that, because then you're not missing out on any of the juice. There's almost always a recurve to the glass on the bottom, just because of how they make the containers, and you're losing out on the juice if it goes straight down. Yeah, it looks cool, like the Dior ones, but anyway, enough of me rambling. Cap is nice and heavy, okay? It is not a magnetic cap, but it does click on nicely. And then the actual atomizer itself, as well as the collar, are both metal, okay? So let's give it a spray. See what we got. It does feel kind of weird having it so dang thin. It's an oval, but whatever. Okay, actually a decent atomizer. That's not bad at all. And I can smell the sweetness from here. Very nice and sweet. Heavy on the vanilla. Maybe I'm getting some raspberry ketones. Not a whole lot though. Whatever it is, it's subtle. And then the pineapple, they said there was pineapple, right? Whatever they're using for pineapple, it's very subtle. It's not something like allyl amyl glycolate, which you'll know from Creed Aventus. It has that metallic kind of a pineapple, reminiscent of pineapple in the tin, right? That's allyl amyl glycolate. This is not something like that. This is something much more subtle. There's a lot of pineapple materials out there. Maybe Ferone, not pheromones, but Ferone is a great pineapple material. Maybe they're using, it's a little more subtle. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of that. Maybe it's the juniper. Yeah, a little bit of juniper. Got to get a little closer to smell some of the more aromatic ingredients. Mostly it's just a sweet, fresh, fruity, but just a general fruitiness. It doesn't really seem to me like it leans towards pineapple or towards any sort of bergamot or anything like that. But you get that rosemary, juniper, minty kind of greenness. I would say as far as projection, it's not very projecting. I thought it would be. No, it doesn't project as well as I would have liked. And I've encountered this problem with a couple of the other Montblanc fragrances, at least to my nose, that they don't project as much as I would have liked. I like kind of the powerhouse fragrances. That's how I like to make mine. It's just something that really projects out and gets you noticed. Maybe I get a little bit of cinnamon, but really not too much of the cinnamon. I can see where they're going with the dark chocolate, but it's not what you guys are gonna think. It's not gonna be like, boom, there's raspberry, boom, there's chocolate. It's like kind of like you gotta think about it, and you gotta focus on, okay, you know, if they didn't tell you dark chocolate, you probably wouldn't even know. Yeah, it's not bad. So as far as longevity, since this is my first smell, I'm gonna be checking what everybody else is saying. They're saying it's actually moderate to long lasting, which is good. And people are saying that mostly the projection is about moderate. I would say, yeah, moderate to weak, at least to my nose. As far as the smell itself, I wanted to like this one more. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 though. It is a good fragrance. I'm not saying it's not a good fragrance. But I just had heard a lot of hype, online about Individuel. Sorry, that was my cat. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I'll let you guys decide. Let me know what you think in the comments, because this one, I could see this one being sort of more of the one, more divisive ones. So let me know what you guys think. I really like most of the Montblanc fragrances, but I don't know if this one's gonna be my favorite. So anyway, if you're not already subscribed, you know what to do. Please hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.